Welcome to today's training, which is going to be on overcoming fear and procrastination to not only smash our goals, but to also live a life that we truly, truly love and deserve. So buckle in, because this training alone could completely change your life, your outcomes, your futures, and your family's futures. Because if we are living a life that we love, we are going to be happy, we are going to be confident, we're going to be on a mission, we're going to be fulfilled, we're going to feel focused, we're going to feel powerful, we're going to feel a huge sense of personal achievement, and that will essentially rub off on everybody around us, especially our partners, our friends, our colleagues, and most importantly, if you are a parent, our kids. Now, my explicit intention with this training is to inspire, not motivate, because motivation will always come and go. And if we rely on motivation, we are screwed, because when it's high, we'll take action towards what it is we say that we want. When it's low, we won't take any action towards what it is we say that we want. So we will constantly be stuck in a hamster wheel of sometimes doing the work and sometimes taking the action based on motivation, when we are letting our mood dictate our action and we're focused on how we're feeling, i.e. I'll go to the gym later if I feel like it. I might train tomorrow. I'm going to see how I'm feeling. You have no intention of doing it deep down. So it's about inspiring you to take consistent action and live a life that you truly love, not to motivate you, because that will always come and go. Now, right now, I want you to pause this video after I've said what I'm about to say, because it's very important. We cannot overcome fear and procrastination to take action towards living a life that we truly love if we haven't got clear on what the life that we truly love looks like. This is why so many people are lost. You don't know where you're going. You don't have any destination. You don't have a focus. You don't have a mission. You don't have a purpose. So you get stuck in drama, other people's drama. You get stuck in fear. You get stuck in procrastination, overwhelm, stress, because we don't know what we're working towards. So we get up each day and either other people dictate our lives, or we just don't take the action that we know we need to take, because we don't really know where we're going. So we don't know what action we need to take. So you have to bypass the BS that's in your own head here. So I want you to stop the video and I want you to write down what needs to have happened in the next 90 days or 30 days or 60 days, whatever period you want to work on, in order for you to have deemed it the best 30, 60 or 90 days of your life. Get clear. Don't make them boring. Don't make them uninspiring. One of the reasons people lose motivation or procrastinate is that the dream isn't exciting enough. They play too low. They play too safe. They play too comfortable. So really, to drive their life forward, it might be a case of, I need to make 30 sales in my business. I need to drop 14 pounds. I need to hit 21 gym sessions. I need to run 100 miles. Whatever the thing is that's going to really move the needle of your life forward, so you get paid and you get a reward for the work that you're going to put in, and it's exciting and it's inspiring and it's electrifying, then we will feel strong and motivated to take action towards it, which will help us overcome fear and procrastination. But if the thing that we've outlined as the thing that we want in order to make the next 30, 60 or 90 days the best 30, 60 or 90 days of our life is boring, uninspiring, weak, and we kind of set something that's easy, this is what many people do. Oh, I'll just set that. I'll just say I want to lose 3 pounds. Because I know I can achieve that, and I won't have to work that hard, and I won't have to overcome that much fear and procrastination, and I'm pretty certain I can achieve that, which is going to make me feel good and like I'm enough. So I'm just going to set a weak goal. Doesn't work. I've tried this in sport, tried this in rugby. I'm going to play for a much lesser team, so I'll be the star player. I was probably the worst player on the pitch because you lower your standards to what you're playing around. You guys know this with peer groups. Okay, a peer group is a group of people that you can either raise and modify your behavior to stay part of, or you can lower your standards to go back to because things got too tough. Those people aren't going to call you out on your own bullshit. Those people aren't going to make you raise your standards. They're going to be okay with you being average. So you'll go back to them because it's safe. So stop the video now and get clear. Get clear on what it is that you want. Write it down and don't make it small. Play big. Big is inspiring. Big is exciting. Big goals need big action. Stop the video, get it written down, get it clear on what it is you want, and don't talk yourself out of the dream because you don't know how to do it. You don't need to know how to do it. You just need to know that you want it. You don't need to know how, because I'm going to help you with that. And even if you still don't know the how, you can find a who. The who, not the how. Who can teach me? Thousands of people can. So don't worry about not knowing how to achieve the dream. Just get clear on what the dream is, and don't talk yourself out of creating a weak dream because you don't know how to achieve the big dream. You don't need to know how to, you just need to know that you want to achieve it. Stop the video, get clear now. Welcome back. So you should by now have had this 30, 60 or 90-day dream goal written down. It should be big. It should be inspiring. You don't need to know how to achieve it, just that you want to, because when it's exciting and inspiring, you will have the drive to take action towards it because it makes you feel excited. It makes you want to jump out of bed. So what holds you back? What has held you back from taking action towards this goal? Fear and procrastination. Now, something we hear all the time is, I wish I could become fearless. And we're going to throw caution to that wind because it's impossible. So again, we might say, if only I could become fearless, I would achieve X. If only I could overcome my fear, I would do what I do. Well, yes, we do need to overcome fear, but we can't be fearless because fear cannot exist without courage. Love cannot exist without hate. Happy cannot exist without sad. So what you will learn is that we need to develop courage, not override fear. I am working on becoming courageous, not becoming fearless, because fear isn't real. You're not afraid. It's just bad mind management and it's confusion. You are confusing fear with discomfort. I know deep down, many of you want to leave your jobs and go self-employed. One person in particular who I know will be watching this video. Yet she's shackled by fear of taking action. But the reality is she has nothing to lose and everything to gain. She is more than capable of doing the action and the work needed to be more successful and quadruple her income in the business she wants to start. And the only thing she has to lose from the job is the pain. But what holds her back is an inappropriate need for certainty. One, she's afraid of losing the certainty of the job, even though she hates it. So really, she has nothing to lose. If it didn't work out, she could just get another job. That's not fear. But deep down, the honest truth is most people don't take action because they are avoiding hard work. They are avoiding discomfort. They are avoiding uncertainty. They are avoiding having to handle obstacles, adversity, and go through failure many times. That is not fear. That is discomfort. So get it out of your head. Fear is death or serious injury. End of. Are you going to risk death or serious injury by going to the gym? Are you going to risk death or serious injury by quitting the job and starting your own business? Are you going to risk death or injury by leaving a toxic relationship and beginning again? No. So it's not fear, it's discomfort. Leaving a relationship's uncomfortable. Leaving a job's uncomfortable. Going to the gym when you're grossly overweight is uncomfortable. Getting healthy when you've been used to drinking and eating junk food is uncomfortable. But guess what? You're uncomfortable anyway because you hate your job. You're grossly overweight. You can't walk up the stairs without your legs chafing. You're not a great role model to your kids because you spend your life eating rubbish, drinking, moaning, blaming, complaining, and you're not being a role model and you're making it someone else's fault. Whether it's the toxic relationship, the toxic job, or the toxic lifestyle, all three of them are uncomfortable. So you're already uncomfortable. So you either get the discomfort of going to the gym or you stay uncomfortable being grossly overweight. You go through the discomfort of leaving the toxic relationship or you live an unhappy life forever. You go through the discomfort of starting your own business and changing jobs, or you live out your dying days doing something that you hate. Both options are uncomfortable. Choose your heart. Which one do you want to go through? Do you want to keep going through your current discomfort, or do you want to go through some new discomfort that's going to lead you to a life and a dream that you truly love? So we're not going to focus on being fearless. We're going to focus on being courageous. It's not fear that's stopping you taking action. It's not procrastination. It's a lack of courage. And courage, like confidence, will only be built through taking action. So make a decision to change today. ABC, action brings change. ABC, action builds confidence. ABC, action builds courage. Change, courage, and confidence. So how does this fictitious fear show up? Well, it shows up as procrastination, which is why you're not taking action. Many of you are sat right now procrastinating on taking action, joining a fitness and nutrition plan, going to the gym, changing jobs, building your career, finishing the assignment you need to do, ringing the plumbers to get a leaky tap fixed, and everything in between. You are sat there not taking the action that you need to take and knowing that that action will actually make your life easier, happier, and more prosperous. But you're sat not taking action. That is discomfort, avoidance of discomfort, not fear showing up. How else does it show up? It shows up in the lies you tell yourself about overwhelm. I'm too busy. Go and check your screen time. It's not really overwhelm. You're just busy doing stuff that isn't inspiring because you have no mission, no destination, no plan, no priorities, no values, no scheduling, no journaling, no strategy. If you're too busy, show me how busy your plan is for today. Show me exactly what you're doing on an hour-by-hour basis. Then show me all the things that you need to do that lead you towards the life that you want to live, and let's see how those things match up. Are you busy, or are you busy avoiding taking action? That's procrastination. It can also show up as worry, anxiety, and overthinking. So we overthink the decision rather than just going for it. We only think about the worst possible outcomes. We think about what we have to lose, not what we have to gain. Essentially, when I left my career in the nightclub industry, as a nightclub owner and promoter, I really had nothing to lose because I didn't like it. And I had everything to gain by moving into the career that I'm in now. But it took me a long time to get my head around that because I focused on the certainty of the income, the car, the company phone, the company laptop, somebody else paying my wages every week. I focused on all those things that I had to lose, when actually the only thing that I had to lose was a drastically unhappy life. Now I control all of those things myself. I don't have somebody else paying my wage, but I'm in charge of how much I earn. I don't need someone else to pay for my car, my phone, or my house because I can pay for it myself because I control how much I learn. I have freedom. I can work when I want. I can go on holiday when I want. So worry, anxiety will keep people held back. So rather than focusing on what you have to lose, focus on what you have to gain only and move towards it. Because really you have nothing to lose. You're already unhappy. Seeking permission and validation from others is another huge way that procrastination and fear shows up. You know, asking your husband or wife if you think it'd be a good idea to start your own business when they have never run a business in their life. Of course, they're going to say no, play safe, it's too risky. Again, parents say this to their kids all the time, be careful. Why? Why be careful? Where does careful get you? Maybe sensible in decisions, but some people are playing so safe, so careful, so comfortable because they're listening to people that are living unhappy lives and have never had dreams and have never chased them. And they're taking advice from them. Of course, your dad doesn't think you should start your own business and leave your job. He's been in a job that he hates for 60 years and never found the strength to leave because he's addicted to certainty. But what has he done for the last 60 years? Moaned about his job, moaned about work, lived in a cycle of Friday night euphoria and Monday morning blues, getting through the day to have 4 cans of Foster's at the end of the day, getting through the week to drink at the weekend, getting through the quarter to go to Turkey and get pissed again for 2 weeks before going into that same cycle. If you enjoy that, great. Not for me. And I don't think it's for any single person who's watching this video. But yet we ask that person for advice on whether we should start our own business or not. Our parents, our wife, our husband, friends who have never had a business. How about we ask someone who has run a successful business? We ask our friends and family about relationships who have been divorced 3 times and never held one down for 3 or 4 months, rather than asking the person who's been happily married for many years. We don't talk to them. We talk to the other people that are single, the other people that have relationship problems, and then we feed that problem. Just like your parents might be feeding your fear and procrastination about starting your own career, going to the gym or living the life that you truly want, because they don't want you to get burned. They want you to stay safe like them. Safe isn't happy. And remember, it's not real fear. Like I said, it's confusing fear with discomfort because there's no danger and there's no death. And this is what is stopping you taking action and doing the work. Many of you have dreams you are not working towards because you are afraid of the discomfort of doing the work. And that's all it is. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. Nobody's going to come and rescue you. You have to go through it. So the discomfort can show up in 3 areas. 1, pain of loss. I'm going to lose my car. I'm going to lose my income. I'm going to lose my safety. I'm going to lose my certainty. But you're also going to lose the fact that you hate your job. I'm going to lose my friends that go to the football. I'm going to lose my friends that get pissed and sniff tackle every Friday night. I'm going to lose my friends that only want to go to the pub. Well, are those friends really serving your life anyway? What do you have to gain? A new group of friends who are driven, motivated, business leaders, entrepreneurs, motivated, driven individuals with great physiques who value their health, their family, their fitness, their bodies, their finance, their fun and their experiences higher than going to the football and getting leathered every Saturday. You have so much more to gain and you really have nothing to lose, but the brain will focus on the pain of loss, the loss of certainty, the loss of income. Am I going to lose the discomfort? I'm going to lose the discomfort of booze and takeaways if I start taking my health seriously. Will I lose friends? What if I fail and lose respect? We're obsessed with what we have to lose. And are you really bothered about losing your mates who get levered every weekend? Losing the takeaways and the booze? Maybe you are. Maybe that's the reason why you're not taking action. Only you know. But I don't see any of those things as loss. I focus on what I have to gain. So I can overcome fear and procrastination or discomfort and procrastination by focusing on what do I have to gain. Well, what do I have to gain by losing those friends? What do I have to gain by losing that job? What do I have to gain by losing that certainty? A happier life, my dream body, clarity, focus. I'm going to live longer. I'm going to have more money, more confidence, more belief, more motivation, more drive. I'm going to be a better role model to my son. I'm going to upgrade my mental health. I'm going to have new friends that inspire and motivate me and are on the same mission as me and hold me accountable to a higher standard to move my life towards the dreams I keep talking about. Which one sounds better? What I had to lose or what I have to gain? Many of you are afraid of the pain of the process. You might be afraid of the pain of the loss and the pain of the process, but many of you seek pleasure to avoid pain. You keep gambling to avoid work. Lads, these accumulators on a Saturday, how long have you been doing them for? How long have you been fooled by these numbers of, wow, I only need these 7 teams to win, and that's going to be 100 grand. One team's, I see them do it every week on stories. I can't believe that one team let me down again. One team's been letting you down on your football accumulators for the last 20 years. But why do you keep placing bets? Because you're seeking pleasure to avoid pain. Why do people watch pornography? Because they're seeking pleasure to avoid pain. Why do people booze? Because they're seeking pleasure to avoid pain. Why do people take drugs? Because they're seeking pleasure to avoid pain. Why do people stay in toxic relationships? To avoid loneliness. Why are they addicted to junk food and the pub? To avoid exercise. Dead-end job to avoid the work of starting their own business. They stay silent to avoid awkward conversations. They stay unhappy because of any of those things to avoid the discomfort of change. But on the other side of change is the life that you truly want to love, that you truly deserve, that you truly will love. But we're going to have to go through the discomfort and not avoid the pain of the process to get to where we want to be. You're not going to gamble your way to a financial secure future. You're lonely anyway if you're in a toxic relationship. You can't avoid exercise and have the body that you want. You can't stay in a dead-end job and have financial freedom. You can't stay silent and accept problems to solve themselves. You can't avoid sales calls as a business owner and expect to make money. So you either get the pain. People say, I'm just so uncomfortable doing that. Well, you either get the pain of learning about sales and going through the sales call so you can effectively sell your business and make money and have financial freedom and have a life that you love forever, or you get the pain of being skin. You can either have the pain of getting up at 6 a.m. every morning because that's the only time you can train, go into the gym, being fit, being healthy, having a banging body, feeling confident, being an example, not a warning to your kids, feeling great on a holiday, living longer and having a happy and a healthier life, just through that little bit of pain of getting up an hour early and going to the gym at 6 o'clock. Or you can have the pain and discomfort of being fat, miserable, unfit, dying early, struggling with confidence, boozing to cover up your insecurities, eating to cover up your insecurities. Which one sounds like? One is just the pain of a little bit of a daily action that leads to long-term pleasure. So there will be no pleasure without pain. We have to get the pleasure of having an incredible physique or an incredible business. We're going to have to go through the pain of doing the work. But so many of you are so focused on seeking out pleasure, all you get is pain. Like I said, pleasure of gambling, pain. Pleasure of anything, you know, drink, drugs, food, pornography, gambling. They are people's biggest vices. You can go to the pleasure that all of them give you, the dopamine hit, the release, the escapism, and every single one will lead to pain. So if you seek out pleasure, you're going to get pain. If you want pleasure, go through the pain. So what will have to happen in order for you to change? Well, one, we need to not be so obsessed with the outcome. Remember, if we focus on enjoying the journey, not the destination. We focus on the process, not the outcome. We focus on the process, not the prize. And this can be positive or negative. You know, what if my business goes well? How will I handle it? What if my business fails? How will I handle it? What if I ask that girl out and she says yes? What will I do? How will I feel if she says no? When I get my dream body, will I be able to keep it? So again, we're focused on either the positive or the negative, whatever the outcome is. We're worried about both. We're worried how we'll handle it if the girl says yes. We're worried how we'll handle it if she says no, so we do nothing. We're worried about how we'll handle a successful business. We're worried about how we'll feel if we fail, so we do nothing. So again, we can ask ourselves 3 questions to avoid being obsessed with the outcome. What did I learn? What did I learn as a result of taking that action? Am I stronger because I tried, irrelevant of the outcome? Always. And will it be easier next time I do it? 100%. So we can turn that with 3 questions. What did I learn? Am I stronger because I tried? Will it be easier next time? Yes, yes, yes. So then I've got a payoff from the process, irrelevant of the outcome. Whether the girl says yes or no, I've built my confidence and had the balls to ask her out. I feel great. Whether my business fails or not, wins or fails or succeeds, I found the strength to take the action to move towards what it is I want. Am I stronger as a result of it? 100%. Did I lose the weight I wanted at the first attempt? Maybe not. But am I fitter and stronger and feel more positive as a result of taking action towards what I wanted? 100%. So every time we're stronger because we try. Every time we learn a lesson and we get a gift. And every time we've gone through something, which is the only way to overcome fear and discomfort, go through it and practice, 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 practice. Repetition is the master of all skill. The only way to go through fear and overcome procrastination is to keep going through it. And as long as we keep going through it, we can't fail. As long as we don't give up, we can't fail. But fear is what takes us from fear, fictitious fear, avoidance of work, avoidance of discomfort, is what keeps you from taking actions. And then we can work on different outcomes. So who suffers if I don't take action? Well, everyone in your life, because you're miserable. So you're miserable to be around. So you're giving out miserable energy, you'll get miserable energy back and everyone will be miserable. All because you haven't found the strength to take action towards what it is you said you want. And again, it's hypocritical, a lot of people. So how many parents tell their kids, you can achieve anything you want. Go for it, be strong. Yet they've been in the same dead-end job that they hate for 20 years and not taking any action. Or they've been in an unhappy relationship and not left because of fear of causing pain. So again, ask yourself this question. Again, if you continue not to take action, who's impacted as a result of it? But also, who would be impacted if you had more courage, more energy, more money, more motivation, more drive, more happiness? If you take action towards what you say you want and achieve all these things, who benefits? Everybody in your life. And not only do they benefit, the negative people will dissipate and they will be filled with positive people because you will begin to attract what you give out. So stop feeding your fears. Stop listening to the negative people. Stop watching the news and start feeding yourself courage. Be around courageous people. Make courageous decisions. Stop focusing on overcoming fear and start focusing on building courage. Stop messing around worrying about procrastination and start realizing that action is the only answer and break it down into days. What actions do I need to take today to move forwards? Where attention goes, energy flows and results show. So focus our attention on our intention. What do we intend to do and how are we going to do it? Who's going to hold us accountable? What actions can we take today towards what it is we say that we want? It's all about working harder. Courage, confidence, overcoming fear, stopping procrastination. They all come through hard, consistent work. One of the favorite things I talk about all the time is people who say they don't have time. Show me your planner for the day. I guarantee you I will find 4 hours, almost certainly. And if I can't, you're going to have to suck it up and get up earlier. Do you know if you get up 2 hours earlier every day, that's 14 hours per week. If I get 7 days in a week times 2 hours, it's 14 hours per week when you can just train yourself to get up 2 hours earlier. That's 728 hours in a year. That's 30 days in a year. 2 hours earlier per day, you've just bought yourself an extra month. Are you still too busy? Do a task tracker. Have a look at your screen time. Not one single person watching this is anywhere near as busy as you have convinced yourself you are. Stop bullshitting yourself. Right? You journal this out. Busy doing what? Where are the gaps? Where are the time? Where's it all going? I would challenge anyone to come back to me and say they don't have an hour for personal development and exercise every day. Really, you mean you can't be bothered, either because it's not important to you or you don't want to go through the discomfort, as we've discussed. But I want to leave you with this, guys, because I only have one fear. That fear is getting to the end of my life and not having lived the life that I want. And I don't want that for any of you either. My fear is getting to being one of those grumpy old farts in their 60s and 70s who turns round to his son and says, well, you know, Logan, Daddy could have been so much if only I'd have done this. And, you know, if only I'd have done that. And if only I'd have, things have been different. And, you know, I could have done this, but, you know, I didn't have the confidence. And, you know, I was just busy. I was just busy, Logan. I could have been so much, but I was just busy. Busy doing what? That woke you up. So I don't want to be that person. And that's my only fear. That's what inspires me to work harder. I want to fill my mind with inspiration. I want to surround myself with courageous, confident, driven people who want to lift me up. I want to have the confidence to take action in every single area of my life, to live an exhilarating, exciting, electrifying life that I'm proud of, that I lived, that he can look up to me and say, oh, my dad smashed it. He's my hero. He's shown me the way. He's shown me the path. Not doing that is my biggest fear. And that's what drives me to work so hard every day. And this is coming from a guy who, in case any of you think are preachy, on 2 occasions tried to take his own life. So don't think I haven't hit the lows as well. But wherever you are, you can come back, take control today, stop avoiding this discomfort, get the fear thing out of your head, create the dream and create a plan and start taking action towards it daily, one step at a time. Will it be a straight road to success? No. Will you have to overcome many challenges and adversities and go through fear, discomfort and pain to get to pleasure? On a daily basis, 100%. Will it be worth it? 100%. Why? Because you only have one life. So let's start living it. Be the first person in. Be an example, not a warning. Feel the fear and do it anyway. But remember, whatever it is you are struggling with right now, action is the only answer. So go through that discomfort and do it anyway. Because if you are not willing to go through that discomfort and you keep seeking out pleasure, You will end up uncomfortable anyway. And just remember, you will get knocked down. You will fall over. You will fail. You will struggle. You will have tough days. You will go through anxiety, depression, fear, discomfort over and over and again. But as long as you are willing to keep going through them, you will succeed and live the life you truly love. And remember this, guys, every single white belt is just a black belt that refused to give up. I love you all.